The Bold and the Beautiful Wednesday, November 26 recap, Steffy's ominous declaration at the turkey table. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B recap for Wednesday, November 26 reveals that Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood made an ominous declaration at the turkey table after Ridge Forrester Thorsten K made a surprise appearance. At the Cliff House, Kelly Spencer, Sophia Paris spent some time in the kitchen with Steffy and Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, which gave them a chance to wear the new aprons Kelly picked out. Once John, Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, and Hayes Finnegan, Brian David Garlick, returned from a dip in the ocean, they pitched in on Thanksgiving preparations as well. Following lunch with the Logans, Ridge arrived and wanted to have dinner with his family, so Steffy was delighted over the surprise. Ridge offered Steffy and Taylor flowers before sharing a moment along with his ex-wife. Now that Taylor was out of the toxic cycle she'd been in before, she was doing well and seemed okay with Ridge's presence. Ridge cracked some dad jokes and ultimately took over kitchen duties with Finn. Steffy and Taylor were a little nervous about that, but they decided to relax on the sofa for a bit anyway. After Taylor assured Steffy that she was fine, the whole gang sat down for a Thanksgiving feast. That brought some grateful speeches, including one from Steffy. As Steffy fought back her emotions on Wednesday's B&B episode, she was thankful to be coming together with her family like this after all the challenges. Steffy declared that they were safer than they'd ever been, which sounds like an awfully ominous line of dialogue. Could this be building to a situation where Steffy and her loved ones realize they aren't safe at all? While Finn, Steffy, Hayes, Kelly, Taylor and Ridge chowed down at the Cliff House, Daphne Rose Muriel Hilaire had a mic check ahead of her upcoming Il Giardino performance. Daphne was grateful to Deacon Sharp, Sean Kanan, and Sheila Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown for allowing her to prep on Thanksgiving when the restaurant was closed. Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, was there too and shared a nice moment with Deacon, who ultimately invited both Carter and Daphne to stick around for Thanksgiving dinner. Although Daphne and Carter were grateful for the offer, Carter already had a romantic dinner for two planned with Daphne. Deacon wound up having dinner alone with Sheila, who once again praised Taylor for working wonders and bringing her husband back to her. After Sheila encouraged Deacon to pull the wishbone with her, he got the bigger piece and made a wish. Deacon refused to divulge it since it wouldn't come true if he did, but Sheila was content knowing her own reunion wish had already been granted. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Sheila and Deacon's marriage could fall apart despite her positive attitude, so stay tuned for updates on any Taylor news to come. CDL will have other great Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, news and updates for you, so visit us often for more B&B info. The Bold and the Beautiful, Wednesday, November 26 recap, Steffy's ominous declaration at the turkey table. Thanksgiving at the Forrester Mansion is supposed to be a time of warmth, family bonding, and gratitude, but on this week's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, it quickly turned into a battlefield of emotions, secrets, and tense confrontations. The day began with the usual hustle and bustle, with Ridge meticulously overseeing the preparation of the turkey and Hope fussing over the table settings, ensuring every napkin was perfectly folded. But beneath the polished surface of this idyllic family gathering, storm clouds were gathering, and Steffy's ominous declaration would shake the foundations of the Forrester family in ways no one could have predicted. The episode opens with Steffy arriving at the mansion in a stylish yet somber ensemble, her face unreadable, hinting that her mind is elsewhere. Finn, ever the supportive partner, accompanies her, offering quiet reassurances. However, Steffy's mood is noticeably tense, and those closest to her, particularly Taylor and Ridge, sense that something significant is brewing. As everyone gathers around the turkey-laden table, the atmosphere is deceptively cheerful. Brooke beams at her family, attempting to keep the conversation light and festive. Hope makes an effort to connect with everyone, her infectious optimism temporarily lifting the mood. Yet, the undercurrent of unease grows as Steffy's eyes dart across the room, taking in every detail, calculating her next move. The tension peaks when Ridge opens the discussion about gratitude and what everyone is thankful for this year. Hope speaks first, giving a heartfelt speech about family unity and new beginnings. Liam chimes in, offering a warm smile and kind words, yet there's an edge of wariness in his expression as he glances at Steffy. It's clear that everyone senses Steffy is holding something back. And then comes the moment that changes everything. Steffy raises her glass and, with a calm but piercing gaze, delivers her ominous declaration, "I have something important to say, and it might change everything." The room falls silent, even the clatter of silverware against plates seems to fade as all eyes turn toward her. Taylor, ever the voice of reason, gently encourages her daughter to speak, sensing both the gravity and the danger of this revelation. Steffy takes a deep breath, her hands trembling slightly, though she masks it with composure. This Thanksgiving, she begins, I realize that there are truths we can no longer ignore, secrets that have been buried for too long. And it's time we face them. A hush falls over the table. Ridge's jaw tightens, while Brooke's eyes widen in alarm. Liam shifts uneasily, sensing that Steffy is about to disrupt the fragile harmony of the Forrester family. Steffy continues, her voice steady yet charged with emotion. I've been holding on to something, a decision that affects all of us. It's not easy to say, but it's necessary. We can't keep pretending that everything is fine when it's not. Her words hang heavy in the air, and the camera lingers on each family member's reaction, shock, anxiety, and a tinge of fear. Finn, trying to offer support, reaches for Steffy's hand, but she gently withdraws it. It's a subtle reminder that this moment is hers alone, and she intends to confront whatever comes next with her own strength. As Steffy's revelation begins to take shape, the audience learns that her declaration involves a life-changing decision, one that could impact her relationships with Ridge, Finn, Liam, and even her extended family. While the show keeps the specifics shrouded in suspense, the intensity of her delivery signals that this is not a casual announcement. Steffy's words are both a warning and a promise. The holiday season will never be the same for the Forresters. Brooke, sensing the storm ahead, attempts to mediate. Steffy, please, we want to understand. But you have to promise us that whatever you reveal, we'll face it together. Ridge nods in agreement, his eyes betraying a mixture of dread and determination. The tension is palpable, as if the mansion itself holds its breath. Meanwhile, Hope and Liam exchange worried glances, aware that Steffy's revelation could have repercussions far beyond the dinner table. The dynamic between these characters has always been fraught with unresolved emotions, and tonight promises to bring them to the surface in a dramatic confrontation. The episode expertly intercuts between Steffy's declaration and flashbacks to previous family conflicts, reminding viewers of the deep-rooted tensions and betrayals that have shaped the Forrester saga. From love triangles to business rivalries, the layers of drama make Steffy's announcement even more charged. Fans can't help but anticipate which secret or decision she's finally choosing to confront openly. The climax of the episode occurs when Steffy drops the final bombshell, one that leaves the entire table stunned into silence. The camera pans slowly across each character's face, capturing the shock, disbelief, and subtle hints of anger. Ridge closes his eyes briefly, grappling with the weight of Steffy's words, while Brooke instinctively reaches for reassurance from her family. Even Finn, who has tried to protect Steffy from familial turmoil, is momentarily speechless. As the credits roll, the Thanksgiving table remains set, but the warmth has been replaced by a tense anticipation. Viewers are left with more questions than answers. What exactly has Steffy revealed? How will Ridge, Brooke, Liam, and Finn respond? And how will this decision shape the future of the Forrester family? The episode ends on a cliffhanger, promising more emotional confrontations and dramatic twists in the episodes to come. Wednesday's installment of The Bold and the Beautiful masterfully blends holiday cheer with the signature tension the show is known for. Steffy's ominous declaration is not just a plot device, it's a catalyst for the next wave of drama, forcing characters to confront truths they've long avoided. With the combination of stellar performances, sharp dialogue, and suspenseful pacing, this episode ensures that fans will be eagerly tuning in for the fallout. In summary, Thanksgiving at the Forrester mansion was anything but peaceful. Steffy's enigmatic announcement shattered the illusion of harmony, leaving the family, and the audience, on edge. As secrets unravel and relationships are tested, one thing is clear: the Forrester family will never see another holiday season the same way again.